Hey everybody, it is Justin, your guide into Serum City. So I wanted to talk about a couple of tips and tricks with regards to scaling out your city and building as fast as possible so you can get onto the leaderboard. So the first thing, Serum City's been out for a couple days. Things are already extremely competitive. People are, dropping money. People are grinding really hard, and by all means, this video is probably going to help you. So we have a legend up here. We've got Mike Luz on it. Serum City has a really useful thread of which I will link in the description, but we'll kind of go through it together, right? So the first thing, in my opinion, that I also super agree is update your inventory as soon as possible. The inventory is the biggest quality of life upgrade that you can possibly do because it essentially is your bandwidth of how much stuff you can hold in order to craft, right? So when you're constantly smuggling stuff and you are collecting more and more items, you may run into that capacity cap sooner rather than later. So upgrading your inventory is really important. This allows you to collect more items between trains, expeditions, and secret ports when you get there, and being fully stacked when it is time to load again. So, second tip, you want that EXP to get to the next level. You can do this by building, buying, repeating, etc., etc. This is strongly a resource management game. You can even sell items at inventory to get more space and doubloons to buy more. So every item brings a little amount of EXP. So the third thing is the train station. The train station is extremely, extremely important that you keep this running all the time because trains are essential to getting the weapons to expand your territory, building materials, and then you also get capsule of chaos materials as well once you hit level 20. So the fourth thing here is the research center. Once you level up, you want to create those new items as fast as possible. That's really, really important, especially when you are crafting things and completing those quests inside of the radio tower. And then when you start a new game, your first job is to open all material slots from the smuggler's den. At level 18, you should clear the area ASAP to get the second smuggler's den. This is essential, right? So the smuggler's den is where you are going to be bandwidth limited as well. It has 8 slots. You can craft any of the base materials. This is where this is super important that you get the second one as well at level 18. So that is over here, I believe. Oh shoot, I have to do that. Oh my gosh. I'm super behind. Anyways, I'll open up the game in just a moment, but this tips and tricks thread is extremely important. I've reposted it. It'll be in the description. I'll make sure to have everything ready for you. But if we move on to the sixth one, if you've just redeemed your pass, following the instructions at the beginning and following the campaign to know what to do next is really important. The campaign will progress you into the game as fast as possible, especially if you're building out. It'll give you gems, it'll give you gold, it'll also give you action points, especially if you are grinding the leaderboard. So that's really important. So just make sure to keep going through those chapter quests. And then also, number 7, apes can't read. I'm with you. I was so excited to play that I missed the starter pack totally from the shop. And you can even buy it from the shop only with 199 soul gems. This is possible without ApeCoin purchasing if you grind pretty hard. So I know you get a couple of soul gems right when you start out the gate, and you can get more gems, especially if you progress through the campaign. That's why we talk about the campaign a lot. So again, it's only 199. It will give you, so these items right here are essential to upgrading your inventory. So we'll also give you some boosts. It'll expand your inventory, so your bandwidth will be much better. And then it'll also give you some soul gems as well as doubloons, so you can level up faster. So this is also something that I personally did buy shamelessly, because I was like, okay, that's way too low hanging fruit, and I just picked it. So that was really useful to me personally. And then additionally, I know if you're getting crowded and you're running out of space to put buildings or kind of readjust and organize things, especially with efficiency, you can demolish all the roads using this button right here. So you can move buildings by holding them, and if you have more questions, you can also join the Mutant Cartel Discord and get assisted there. They're always helpful. Super good vibes there. And then number 8, you can save your wrist. So when you are crafting your items, you don't have to drag it into the slot, right? All you gotta do is just drag it up into the empty space and it will fill it up, especially if you are crafting things in the production building. So you don't have to drag to the slots. You can just drag up and it'll auto-populate. Tip number 10, I want results. So I've also done something like this too. I'll show you guys in just a moment once I open up Serum City. But this is, so Mike said, this is why I have placed all the production buildings near the train station in a small area. demo roads, move houses, do whatever it takes. It ain't pretty, but it's effective. And by all means, we're still building out so we can hit that max level, so we can make things nice and pretty later once we've secured our spot on the leaderboard, as everybody is trying to do. It's really competitive, guys. I'll show you in just a moment. But of course, the last thing is, are you stuck with full inventory or 0 doubloons? If you find your inventory building, you can click it open, and you can also pick items and sell it. So this is the building you can use to access your inventory if you just want to click on the building. And if you are running out of capacity slots, you can always opt to sell specific things for gold, so you do get a refund on that. But that's basically the end of the thread. Mike is always updating this as well, so I'll make sure to repost this. I've already reposted this, but I'll make sure to link it again just so you guys can keep on top of things. But let's actually jump into Serum City and get started. So this is kind of what I have thus far. I actually don't know where to even begin, but I've removed a lot of my buildings, and I put a lot of the housing at the bottom just because again, my city is a work in progress, and I'm just trying to be efficient here. But essentially, if we take a look at the leaderboard is sectioned by action points, collection burn, item burn, as well as season leaderboards. So each of these things, each of these actions will allow you to get season points that can, push you onto the actual leaderboard once we get that updated. But I'm currently sitting at 213. I'm trying to grind as fast as possible, boys. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I see Baron here too. Oh my god, and Shermo. Okay, wow. A lot of people, a lot of familiar names on top of the leaderboard. So it's kind of crazy to see your friends and just everybody on here. It's wild. But anyways, I would say, where do I even begin? I'm having a great time playing Serum City. I just have it open on my second monitor when I'm at work. I'm just clicking through things. I'm always crafting things. I'm always trying to, go through the pirate radio station and, just craft specific things. So if I'm looking through my pirate radio station, I'll look for things where I already have specific items, and I'll try to go complete it. Like, for example, deep. I'll go ahead and I'll click on Ceremonial Ale. It's really nice that you can use those blue magnifying glasses. You'll be able to see, hey, this is what I need to craft. What am I missing? And essentially, it's going to bring you back to the smuggler's den if you are missing stuff. This is the most important, especially if you are crafting, and you will be crafting. This is a resource management type of game. So if you like that, this would definitely appeal to you. So, I always come back after like a minute or so just to get more things crafted and, manufactured. But again, I have all of my production buildings here from my bazaar, my radio station, as well as, what is this? The smuggler's den. So I probably need to go find the other smuggler's den. Yeah, I need to go upgrade this. Holy moly. So again, it's really important to go over the tips. Like, it's really important to get those trains, because you might see, hey, I have to fight other hounds and territory expansions, and I have to go find these items, right? So you have to get them from the Ape Railways. So it's going to bring you to the train station, and I have to send my trains out. You want to keep this up as much as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can craft this. And of course, I'm out of grains, so I'm going to have to. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to have to craft as much. I'm going to have to smuggle as much grains and venison as possible. But essentially, having a great time thus far. I've kind of reorganized everything as best I can. But otherwise, I'm having a blast. Some buildings require you to have your population higher and higher, so that's why it's really important to expand out further and further. But honestly, I don't even know what to say. The tips and tricks thread just kind of blasted everything and front loaded all the information at the start of the video. So otherwise, I just wanted to say I'm having a great time. Like, these daily quests are also really nice to go through. I would say when I log in, I always check my pirate radio station for things that I can, craft and, get out of the way first, so I can stack more EXP. And I'll also be, dropping stuff at the smuggler's den. And then I'll check my daily quests. Basically, it'll tell you to do specific things in game, whether use rock drills in the deep mine, use TNT in the deep mine. Okay, all these are deep mine quests. Holy guacamole. But then I'll kind of focus on other things like the campaign. So I'll take a look at Chapter 6 thus far. I have to do the Expedition Guild, and then I also have to send 2 fully funded expeditions from Expedition Guilds. So So I have to send another one, and you can always use the magnifying glass. That will always help you find what you need to. So I'm just kind of waiting. I got about an hour left for this, and it'll also tell you like what items you'll need as well. So I'll need to make sure I have stacked like the iron. I mean, I need to make sure I have grains as well as the biscuits too. So I think I'm pretty stacked well on iron thus far. I should probably craft some more, so I'll just throw 2 on there just for the hell of it. But again, what I did find, a couple other things. If you have hounds, like hounds are really useful because I actually don't know where my hound is producing right now. Oh yeah, my watchdog. So I have my hound here, but you know, you can kind of see it's not in use. So I would say another tip I would say, especially if you are crafting items, I would use those where you are building stuff. So like, let's say this is 29 minutes. If I equip my hound here, let's just re-equip it. It'll actually take it down by about 10%. So you can kind of see it shaved off about 3 minutes. So, you know, this is really useful if you are trying to speedrun things throughout the day, especially if you are playing the game. But outside of, you know, playing it throughout the day, I would say using your hound in the hound yard, especially at night, to craft those. You can equip your hound here, and you can basically choose a specific item you want to craft. And this is probably really useful, especially at night if you're sleeping. So then you don't have to be awake and wait for like, you know, you don't have to wait for like a high level item to just keep crafting over and over, because that takes too much time. You can have your hound do it while you sleep. So I just have one hound, so I'm just kind of using it dynamically throughout my buildings. You know, I've just been playing the game overall, just trying to collect all my items, stack more EXP. I'm close to level 19, so I'm pretty excited for that. But I'm just trying to go as fast as I can because I know those season rewards. Let me pull up the leaderboard again. I know the season leaderboard rewards are going to be pretty juicy. You know, we're going to have HQ upgrades. We're also going to have vehicle NFTs. And then in season 2, after this season, and this season is about 111 days. So again, it's a jog, not a sprint, especially if you are playing the game. It's consistency will do you a long way. Rather than just, you know, trying to sprint it all at once. So again, we're just trying to get all these we're just trying to get through these season points, these rewards, trying to get as much as we can. But yeah, that's all I got for today with regards to an update in Serum City. Again, feel free to reference Mike's thread. I'll make sure to post this in the description. But overall, I really like the game thus far, and it is totally obliterating my sleep schedule that's already kind of janked right now. But yeah, that's all I got. But you guys know where to find me. Hit that like and subscribe button if you learned anything. If you are expanding your city out and you needed some tips, definitely drop a comment below if I missed anything. But by all means, everything's a work in progress. We're trying to get those leaderboard rewards. But anyways, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in Serum City, and you guys know where to find me. Peace.